All right, welcome everybody to the official second episode of Cult Following. I am your host, Elias Alexandro.
Yeah, you are.
And together, we're going to explore the past, present, and future of horror. We've got a special guest in the house. Yes, we do. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome, sitting to my left is a juggernaut of the genre, Miss Gigi Gustin. Hey!
Me?
Yes, you. Okay, are you ready for this? Should we do like a little warm-up?
I'm ready.
Okay, because I grew up in the theater, and I'm sure you have a background in it as well.
I've dibbled and dabbled. in the
Dibbled and
theater.
dabbled. So, unique New York. Unique New York.
Unique New York.
Unique New York. Red leather, yellow leather, lavender leather. Red leather, yellow lavender leather. Red leather, yellow lavender leather. Red leather, yellow
I
leather.
was better at this a decade ago. I could say
Okay.
the alphabet backwards.
Ooh, that's something I can't do. And I'm always worried that a cop's gonna pull me over and like give me a sobriety test, and I'm not gonna know how to do that.
Oh, I'll teach you. I'm set.
You're set? Okay. After the podcast, we've got more pressing matters to attend to tonight, Miss Gigi. I am such a huge fan of yours. I really am. Here at Night Frights LA and at Cult Following, we love to showcase the classics, the legends, and the legends in the making. And I've got one right here,
Oh, shucks.
Gigi Gustin. Now, you are one hard worker and a tough cookie. So I'm curious, where did this passion begin?
Well, I guess my passion for acting started when I was very young. I actually started out in Chuck E. Cheese commercials.
From one Chucky to the next, maybe.
Yo, I hope so. Whoever
Yes.
out there is listening, manifest that shit.
Yeah.
But yes, like growing up, I did a lot of theater, plays, commercial work,
Mm-hmm.
and I've always just been a fan of the arts. I did singing, dancing, acting, and eventually my parents said you have to pick a lane. I have two brothers. It's expensive to have all of us in so many things, so I had to pick one. I chose acting. But then my parents actually got divorced, and my mom had to get a full-time job, so she was no longer able to drive me up to New York every day for auditions. At the time, I was based out of New Jersey.
New Jersey.
So kind of lost touch, but always stayed involved in cinema, even as an audience member, just watching it, not getting to be involved. And then when I got a little bit older and everyone started talking about colleges and their careers and families, all I could think about was how to get back into the business.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And then
Same.
I wound up on a reality competition series called American Grit Season 2. It's important because I was actually driving up to New York every day, just doing extra work, trying to get back into the business because my largest credits while I was SAG eligible hadn't been since I was like 10 years old, because that's when my parents pulled me out of acting. So when I hit 17, 18, I just started doing extra work, this, that. I at a certain point was living in a car. I was couch surfing.
Oh my.
Yeah, it was
Wait. In New Jersey, you're living in a car?
in New Jersey, yeah. And in the midst of the chaos, just looking for work on my little New York casting, I saw John Cena, American Grit, Cash Prize, Fox, and I was like,
You're like, say less.
whatever.
Yeah.
I pay a fee monthly to submit to as many things as I want.
Right.
Wouldn't that be something? And so I submitted, and the producers called me the next day. Before I knew it, I'm on the show in the swamps of Georgia, and I won $250,000. COVID happened. I lost most of it, and then that'll segue into my movie. But before that, I was just like, oh my God, this is amazing, because now I can use that money to move to LA to pursue acting.
Right.
And that's kind of when I got to LA, I realized pretty quickly how difficult it was, and that the time that I was in, you can't just really be an actor. Like, you have to kind of learn to do everything. And we're in a time that we can make our own films and do our own content. Like, anyone can go pick up a camera.
Yep.
So I finally started being like, okay, I need to fall in love with not just acting, but all parts of it. And that's when I started producing.
Yeah. Yeah. I've noticed in your IMDb, you have a lot of producer credits.
I have more than I intended. It wasn't on purpose.
Hey, but sometimes you have to do that in this game to play the game properly, you know? Like you said, the landscape is evolving right now with
much.
content creators and content creation. But I really admire the kind of lane that you've built for yourself using the classic tools of Hollywood, of the industry, of horror
Yeah.
specifically.
Oh yeah.
You and I both know. You and I are both horror fans, but we also know the horror fan community, and they
Yes.
are loyal.
Oh, I'm
If they
obsessed with all of them.
Yes, if they love you or love to hate you, they will buy tickets. They will buy merch, and they will help support and incubate a new fresh talent
Yeah.
like yourself. And you give me such incredible vibes. Like when you said yes to do the podcast, we're like, oh, this is gonna blow up in like a year or two because you've got that sort of light that radiates
Aw.
around you. You know what it reminds me of? I was
What?
gonna save this towards the end,
Go
but
for it.
you remind me of some of my favorites. You really do. You remind me if maybe 3 people, like you put them in a blender. Let me know what you think. Shelley Duvall, the voice, the vibe, the energy, a little bit of Shelley Duvall,
Oh my god.
a little bit of Mia Goth, modern day contemporary
Yo.
sort of comparison. Because I feel like you would have been a great Maxine.
Oh my god. Talk dirty to me, baby. You kidding me? Keep going.
Okay, all
Keep
right, all right.
going.
It gets dirtier. It gets dirtier. You're gonna love this one because this is my favorite actress ever.
Uh-huh.
If you're watching this, I love you, Jennifer Tilly.
Oh my
Yes.
god.
We were talking about Chucky earlier, and I think you would be because in the Chucky show. I don't know if you saw. Did you see the Chucky show that they did
Of
on
course
Sci-Fi?
I did.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, I did too. And they did this episode where they flashed back and they showed a young Tiffany, a
Yeah.
young Jennifer Tilly.
Yeah.
The actress they got was great,
hmm
but I think they should have called your agent.
Oh my goodness. Well, you want to know what's crazy?
What? Tell me. Spill. Oh,
Your girl ain't got no agent. Your girl ain't got no manager. Your girl ain't got no team. Just 3 cats and myself.
what? Okay, well, if we have someone from UTA or CAA watching, you know who to call, all right? Me. I'm just kidding. Call her. I'll pass along the number if you call us, okay? I'll pass along the
Both
number.
of us. We're a package deal at this
We're
point.
a package deal, everybody. That's too funny. But yes, I think you have what it takes. Obviously, John Cena and the team over at American Grit thought that you had the grit necessary to succeed, and you ultimately won. What year was this?
2017.
2017. That's almost 10 years ago.
I know, isn't it crazy?
That is crazy.
It's so insane to think that it was that long ago. And someone brought up to me the other day how long ago COVID was. And I was like, no freaking way. How is life just like, zoo?
Yeah, COVID was a chapter I rushed through if I'm rereading that book. You know what I mean?
We all do our best to rush through it, to rush
Trauma.
through that one.
Yeah, PTSD. But you filmed it right before COVID, right? That season?
Okay, so 2017, I would say we filmed at the end of 2016,
Oh.
if I'm correct. And I want to say it aired summer of 2017.
Okay, wow.
So I had a couple of years, maybe 2.5 years in LA before COVID happened.
Yeah.
So we all lost time. And I was like, even more so time to do something drastic. So I'm not getting any younger.
Heck yeah. No, I love, but you have that timeless energy, that timeless spirit. And first time I met you in person was in December of 2025 at our Gremlins event, Night Frights LA. The Gremlins where we showcased the movie and we had the main actor come through, Zach Galligan.
So cool.
It was amazing.
So
But
cool.
we didn't just showcase Gremlins, you guys. We also showcased an up and coming film team, which included Gigi Gustin, of course. The Springfield 3,
The Springfield 3.
which directed by Sam Gonzalez Jr.
Yes.
And you produced it as well.
Yes.
right?
I'm one of the producers.
One of the
on it.
producers. Can you talk a little bit about the Springfield 3? I know that was like what, 6 years ago, but it still packs a punch. And I'm reminded because you're like, oh, I'm not getting any younger, but you look the exact freaking same as you do now than as you did in Springfield 3.
You know what? I had submitted to another project, and Sam was like, "Hey, not sure when that one is going. I have this short film called The Springfield 3 if you wanted to audition for that one." And I didn't know Sam yet.
Mhm.
And I was like, bet, absolutely. I'd been
Mhm.
wanting to do horror movies, and it was based on a true story, and I'm super into true crime.
Mm.
So I jumped into that, and it was very cool because the star of the short film is Ashlyn Yenny. He's one of the stars of The Human Centipede. Yeah, which is one of the movies I used to sneak over to my friend's house to watch. So I was like, full circle, Mom, didn't work.
So that actually brings me to my next little segue here.
Ooh.
So the Springfield 3 was directed by Samuel
Gonzalez Jr.
Jr.
With a period. Don't forget, everyone
Wait.
leaves it out. He gets very upset.
The period at the end of Junior? Period.
Period.
Period. So we love Sam. We love you. We've showcased Springfield 3 at our Gremlins Night Frights LA event.
Which was so
and
cool.
then that's when you let us in on a little secret that's not so secret anymore, as reported by Deadline.com, baby. All right? You are officially, well, I'm sure you've had your name mentioned in Deadline before, but this is big, all right? Super big. The movie's name, Stiletto. I am so excited for this. It was picked up by Eli Roth's label, you guys, the horror section. So
I'm still floating on a cloud.
a freaking king of the genre.
I'm obsessed with him. Don't tell him.
Yeah, I mean,
He knows.
hopefully he's watching. I'm obsessed with him too. It happened since I was a kid. You know,
Yeah.
he is just such a pioneer in the space.
Mm-hmm.
And now you are a part of that story. So can you tell us a little bit about Stiletto, what to expect, and how Eli Roth got involved?
I've always been a huge fan of Eli, and Thanksgiving is one of my favorite, modern day
It was so
slashers.
fun.
So good. And obviously, Hostel, Cabin Fever, everything Eli has done has just paved the way for horror movies today and pushing the envelope, which is just one thing I love so much about Eli's movies. He's so unapologetically
way
just
too.
Yes,
Not just to push it, but to like really challenge audiences. I love him.
100%.
Green Inferno, all of it.
All of it. All of it. We're obsessed. So I had always kind of had this idea of, oh, maybe I'll find a way to get Eli Roth to give me a quote for my trailer. And this is before we had even began filming. But this was always in the back of my mind because I'm such a fan of his and I know how important like the quotes are. They really help get your movie out there.
Very true.
Stephen King goes, this is the craziest movie ever, and everyone goes to see it.
Yep.
Like that's just how it goes nowadays. And I was like, I want Eli Roth's stamp of approval. And I'm on set, and one of my actresses, Colleen Camp, she is Hollywood royalty. I love her so much. And she had mentioned, maybe on day 3, we're just in between takes, and somehow the topic of Thanksgiving came up. And Colleen was like, oh yeah, that's Eli Roth. He's one of my best friends. I had front row seats to Thanksgiving. And so, you know me, I just like, like immediately I was
Zeroed in.
I was like, bet, not now. I have to earn this woman's respect. I've got to make a good movie.
Take note, young actors and directors out there.
I was never in that moment going to be like, oh, great, you're going to send the movie to Eli. But I clocked that
Read
shit.
the room, block it,
clocked that
book
shit.
note, or what's it called,
I was like,
bookmark it.
In my pocket, like it's in there. And so I did. I hung on to it. And I even sat down with my casting director after we had wrapped and had asked him, what do you think about, because he's just really knowledgeable about films in general and putting a film together and all the bells and whistles. And I said, hey, what do you think the likeliness is that I get an Eli Roth Presents? You know, my actress Colleen knows him. And he was like, Gigi, I don't know. And I was like, okay, well, it's fine. Leave it to me.
You will soon.
So, eventually I did the industry screening for Stiletto, which Colleen couldn't make. But it made a big enough splash that it had gotten to her. People were calling her and telling her how good the movie was. And so she'd reached out to me being like, hey, I heard you had a really successful screening. I can't wait to see the movie. Let me know how I can support. And I'm like, here's my window. I'll tell you how you can support, girl. So I got her on the phone and I said, listen, Colleen, if you're happy with the movie and your performance, which she knocked it out of the park, I said, I'll send you a screener. If you felt comfortable enough to send this to Eli, with the possibility of him giving us a quote to use, like, you would be my hero forever. I could die happy. And she was like, okay, I can do that. I can do that. And so she sent it to him, and I've been waiting to hear back, and I hadn't heard anything for a while. And then I'm on my phone, and I see Eli Roth launches new distro company, the horror section, first acquisition, Jimmy and Stiggs. And I was like, oh my God. And actually my phone rang like as I'm looking at the article, and it was Sam. And he went, did you see? And I went, I saw. He goes, we have to get the movie to him. And I said, listen, I'm working on getting a quote. Let me not hit Colleen with like too much right now.
Right.
But then when I did get on the phone with her a second time, and I was like, hey, what's going on with the quote? She goes, so he can't give you a quote right now because we have to, he's wanting to gear the attention towards his company. We wish that like it was available, because at that point, it wasn't. That's like the most I'll say. We had gone through a lot of different deals and situations with the movie. But about a week later, I was on set and my phone rang. And I thought it was the med spa calling to confirm my facial. And I picked up the phone, and it was a very frantic Colleen Camp. And she's like, Gigi. And I went, Colleen? Colleen, whose phone are you calling me from? She goes, 1 second, I'm here with Eli Roth. I went, you're what? She goes, I'm going to put him on the phone. I said, wait, Colleen, hold on 1 second. He just goes, Gigi. And I go, hi, Mr. Roth.
Oh
like,
my God.
Like, and at this point, I'm just frozen in time.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't happening. And he goes, hey, Gigi, you made a really good film. What do you think about a wide release for it? And I was just like, I'm sorry. Who is this again? Like, I just could not believe what was happening. And basically he said to me, I know that you were already kind of intertwined with other things that you're doing with the movie without putting too much out there. But if there's a way that this works, I'd love to have a discussion, and this offer does not expire. And I was like, okay, have a good night. And then I hung up the phone, and then the rest is history, but it's hysterical. Everyone's like, how did you know Eli? And I'm like, I didn't know him.
Wow.
I just manifested it. And then what's so crazy is not only did I get my quote, and to quote him, he said it's
I have it right here.
Go ahead, you say it so I don't mess it up.
The finale is truly one of the greatest I have ever seen in a slasher film. That's what Eli Roth said about
I'm so
Stiletto.
grateful because
Yeah.
not only did I get my quote, and not only do I get my Eli Roth Presents, but now I have the horror section, his company distributing it. Like, I've been manifesting this, though, and everyone was like, Gigi, no. And I was like, fine, I'll be the one to say Gigi, yes.
That's
like,
insane.
Isn't it? Isn't
in the
it crazy?
best way. This, I mean, that whole terms like the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, like everyone kind of is connected to somebody in this industry of note.
Yeah.
That really rings true whenever I hear stories like that, you know. But you have to have the story, the talent to back it up.
Yeah.
You know, and you have to wait for your turn. You have to find the right moment. You can't force it like you waited for the right possible moment when the moment was ripe to approach Colleen.
Yeah.
And look where it is now.
Well, you know what my favorite quote is that I totally live by? It's success happens when preparation meets opportunity. And so I wanted, before putting myself in the ring for the opportunity, to be totally prepared. And that meant that I wanted to impress Colleen with my film and show her what I had done before asking for something.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, listen, in the pocket, in the brassiere, wherever you got to put it, Gigi, you will go back to it when the time is right. Because success happens when preparation meets opportunity.
There you go.
So like the timing is so important, you know?
Clout is currency in this industry. It really is.
It's so true.
It really
I
is.
haven't heard that.
Clout is cash, baby.
Cloud is
And cash is king. Oh, I'm just kidding.
I wish I could do that.
Oh,
I can only go.
okay. Well, that's good enough. You won't win 250,000 from that. But
Not gonna happen. I have other talents.
well, hey, you just brought up a great quote, and we talked about Eli Roth's quote. I want to talk about another quote. Can you tell me who said this?
Oh, I'm scared.
The journey of making Stiletto has been the most intense, chaotic, yet equally rewarding experience of my life.
That sounds like that girl, this girl.
Let's go right here. Yeah, so you said that it was extremely chaotic, extremely challenging, but you were so thankful for it. Now, I know a little bit about what went into the making of Stiletto and the amount of work you had to do, but please enlighten our audience. How did Stiletto get made? How did you raise the funds? What was that producing process like for you?
My favorite thing now is when people ask me for advice on how to get funding for films. I just want to pick up a pair of stilettos and hand it to them. So I'll start by saying this. There's nothing conventional about how I made this movie happen. However, I've learned that while there is some sort of a blueprint or ideas for things that make sense in order to help you advance yourself, everyone's journey just looks so different. And another quote I really love is, learn the rules like a pro so that you can break them like an artist.
Boom.
And so I was
Mic
like,
drop.
you know what? Mic drop. I'd seen pretty much every slasher from the 60s till now. If I was going to do a movie, it was going to be a slasher. And there was actually another film that I was hoping to do before I came up with the idea of Stiletto. I put out a little short film called Night Flirt, which is actually
Which
the
I've
first,
seen, 2022.
it's
That's
cute.
how you first landed on my radar, by the way.
Is Night Flirt?
Night Nightmares Film Festival in Ohio.
No way.
That's how you first got on my radar.
We won.
And I think I actually met you in passing, though. We didn't formally meet each other, but we did meet at Nightmares.
Did
really
we?
quickly. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Really quickly. That was a blur in a good way.
The best blur in the world.
Yes.
Well, actually, I was dying to turn. Night Flirt was a proof of concept that I was hoping to turn into a feature. And long story short, we'll condense it down so I can get to Stiletto. After winning Nightmares, there were a lot of people that were interested. So I'd actually hired Sam to write the feature. We'd kind of crafted it together. And we found a team that wanted to do the feature version that was supposed to be my showcase. It became Stiletto. But they had said, you know, we just, we love this concept. We don't want Gigi to star. And I said, well, that's kind of interesting. I didn't come up with the idea, finance it and star in it and have the feature written to not be in it.
What a slap in the face.
It was crazy, but they were like, you know what? You don't fill seats yet. Your name doesn't have a ton of sales value. Like, we believe it will, but it doesn't yet. And I was like, well, exactly. That's what this showcase, that's what this is supposed to do for me. However, you know, I get the name of the game, and I wanted exposure for not just myself, but the team, also for Sam. So we kind of came to an agreement. I said, give me a gangster Drew Barrymore type of opening. And then if you can hire someone if you think you can get Sydney Sweeney to play the lead, I will be in the opening. Fine by me.
Yeah, right.
Let's see what you got. And they said, okay, essentially. But then when they had sent me the option agreement, there was nothing in the option agreement that had said that I or Sam were attached. And I was like, hey, guys, I can't sign this because if you make this within 12 months, legally, you can make it without me. So myself being attached and Sam has to be baked into the option agreement. And long story short, they weren't down, and they basically walked and then came back later. And I said, no, I can't trust these people, but I get it now. The people with the money make the rules. So we kind of got into this. COVID happened. I had lost everything that was left from the money that I won in American Grit, which caused me to walk into a topless dive bar. And that is how I funded my short film, Night Flirt.
Okay.
So after that, I was like, okay, I'm never going to make what it would take to finance Night Flirt myself, unless I was doing some crazy shit.
Next level.
But like, we all got boundaries. So I was like, okay, I'm never going to have enough money to do that. But I bet if I were to work every day for like the next year and not spend anything, I could do a killer slasher. And I've spent so much time in this world. I'm inspired by it. No one's really talking about it. It's still taboo.
Totally.
Like, strip club slasher. Let's fucking do it.
Yes.
And so I brought it to Sam. I was like, what do you think about this idea? And so we crafted it together. We co-wrote it. And after a year or so, I had, or I thought I had, the funds. And yeah, every night your girl crawled around in a thong picking up dollar bills so we could get a good camera package.
Yes. Oh my God.
That part.
Sex sells. Sex sells.
It does.
And thongs help.
Thongs help. Sex sells and thongs help.
Wait, and Gigi ain't afraid of a little chi-chi.
Gigi ain't even scared a little bit about a little chi-chi.
Little chi-chi, yeah.
I'm like, ass out. I don't care.
You know, and that's something that I also really love about you, because in my research about you, you talk about the final girl and how iconic the final girl can be. And you also touch a little bit about on the criticisms of final girl, the whole concept of a final girl, and the whole concept of you know, sex and skin and blood combined in a movie. And I love something that you had said in an interview, that you don't shy away from that stuff because it's honest.
1,000%.
That's like, what are you gonna do? Rewrite the rules of reality? Like, it's honesty, and it's baked in to the culture of horror and the culture of slashers, and you have to embrace that, right, and honor the history of it. And I think you do it in a way that honors the final girls that came before, but also paves a new path.
Oh, I love you for saying that. Thank you.
It's true. It's damn true. Okay. Oh.
I wish I could do that back. Oh.
You know, you have a very interesting, unique voice.
Grazie.
And you would make a killer voice artist as well, voice actor. I'm curious, do you think you could give me an impression of my favorite voice in horror, Jennifer Tilly?
It's like my mother always used to say, A woman spends all day slaving over a hot stove for a man. The least he can do is the dishes.
That's from Bride of Chucky, everybody.
My mother would always tell me, cook dinner for a man. What was the rest of it?
The least he could do is wash a dish.
But the least he could do is wash a dish.
That's good. I love
That's the
it.
best I can do. She's also got this amazing little rasp. I don't quite have it down, but I can do my best.
Yes, her rasp is epic. Now she's a Real Housewife.
Oh,
which is great.
she's the best. I'm actually Jennifer Tilly is part of the reason I actually love her so much is
Mm-hmm.
because she has such a unique voice.
Yeah.
But she's played such versatile characters, and sometimes
Yes.
when you look a certain way and you
you
sound a
sound a
certain
certain
way,
way.
they
Mhm.
put you in a box.
Yes.
And Jennifer Tilly's just like, fuck your box.
Exactly.
And I love
And
it.
she makes her own box. She makes her own lane, right?
Exactly.
And I love that. And in a way, it reminds me of the psychology of Marilyn Monroe, and the
100%.
character or the caricature she
Mhm.
made of herself
Yeah.
to kind of work parallel to the industry, right?
Yeah.
To the artistry of the actress.
Mhm.
Have you ran into any similar sorts of ways of thinking or approaching work or characters that made you kind of have that dichotomy between Gigi character, but blending the line in between?
You know, I guess kind of what you touched on earlier about really not shying away from kind of scary material because it's honest.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure, without sounding so cliche, I mean, you're an actor too. Like, your best acting is when you're telling the truth.
Amen.
So I really have just made it a point to, no matter what, while I'm playing a character, it's
Mhm.
also like finding the similarities so that it can be truthful.
Right.
Or even if you're attaching just like a truthful moment. 'Cause that's
Mhm.
one thing I used to be like, oh, I want to make sure I, hit this line right. And I really, make an impact when I do this. And
Mhm.
it finally hit me like, Gigi, you don't practice the line over and over. You're truthful in the moment and it will
Mhm.
be good.
Right.
And so kind of just trusting myself,
Yeah. And in a way that sort of defies the stereotype.
1000%.
Because you're blonde, you're beautiful, you're talented. It's easy to be boxed in as the blonde bimbo
Mhm.
or the blonde who shows skin and gets killed in the first 10 minutes. But it's also, and it takes me back to psychology of a different actress, of Anna Faris. It takes someone.
Love her.
Yeah, and I
Oh
think
my God.
speaking of Anna Faris, Scary Movie 6 is coming out soon, and can't wait.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
But I think you have that sort of thing that Anna Faris has. Like, you've got that comedic timing, you've got that personality, that natural sort
Aw.
of zest of and lust for life that I think Anna Faris brings to each character.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it takes someone with a lot of smarts
Mm-hmm.
to play someone who's a little dumb.
Oh, 1000%.
Mhm.
Like Ashton Kutcher in that 70s show.
Yep.
Anna Faris. There's so many examples.
Jennifer Tilly.
Jennifer Tilly. It's really, really crazy. A lot of these people are also business people, not just
Right.
actors and
Not just
actresses.
actor. Yeah, I mean, Jennifer Tilly is a world-class poker player.
Is she a poker
Yes,
player?
she has a silver bracelet, I think, or the gold bracelet from the. She's like, yeah, and she's also got Simpsons money. Okay,
This girl's so
one
cool.
of her ex-husbands was creator of Simpsons.
I didn't
Anyway,
know that much.
we can- we can make a vision board later about our potential future lives. Let's break real quick for our sponsor.
Ooh,
I'm a little thirsty, as always.
me too.
The rumors are true. Oops, I just squirted all over myself.
Daddy, chill.
I'm so glad you did that because I thought that I would, and now I'm gonna be so careful. So you're the only one that spilled.
You know what? These don't usually explode everywhere because they're non-carbonated.
Oh.
Non-carbonated with a little bit of ginger in every can. There's 0 sugar. It's the cleanest caffeine you'll ever have, you guys.
Clean caffeine.
And the purest yerba mate on the planet. There's other brands of yerba mate out there that have just too much sugar. It's like a soda, some of these other natural forms of energy. But this is 0 sugar with a little bit of ginger. It's non-carbonated. It's cold brewed yerba mate. The other brands out there roast their leaves and pump their stuff up with a bunch of sugar. But Mateína doesn't do that, you guys. Mateína is so damn clean, it's even backed 100% by science. The co-founder is Dr. Andrew Huberman with Huberman Lab. He's a neuroscientist, health and wellness expert, a Stanford professor. He a baddie for sure, all right, and a smart one at that. So this has been heavily researched to give you no crash, no jitter, no gut upset or dehydration. So it's already better than coffee. It's already better than, Celsius or C4.
And it's super tasty.
Super tasty.
Very light.
Mm-hmm. With this beautiful blood red can. Reminds me of horror.
Oh, you had me at blood.
Cold red. Yeah, cult following. Perfect for a nice little blood rush, right?
That was good. I'm glad I didn't ruin that one for you. That was amazing. This really is like.
It's good. It's damn good. And it's even better when it's fresh out the fridge. Ooh, it's got that crisp little tartness to it, that raspberry yuzu. Come on.
It's that yuzu, baby.
It's that yuzu, baby. That yuzu, boo-boo.
Yuzu, boo-boo.
But let's get back to business, shall we? Blood Rush. Tell me about Blood Rush. So this is what I have. There's not very much on the interwebs about Blood Rush, but it sounds damn good. So tell us a little bit about that. Oh, it's right here. Billy Zane, vampire western. Talk about it.
Oh my God. Blood Rush, what an exciting project that kind of came out of nowhere. My friend Robert Craighead is one of the producers on Blood Rush, and they were looking for a sweet Sadie. She is the head soiled dove, I think is the way I should say
it. A soiled dove.
A soiled dove. Basically, she's a whore, but in a Western. No, but hey, the whore.
There you go.
The whore.
There ain't no one else that whores it more than her.
But everyone loves like the Western
Everyone
soiled
loves a
doves.
whore.
It's part of it. It's amazing.
Yes. It's
And,
honest.
It's honest. It's honest. See? And so my friend Robert reached out to me and asked if I was interested in reading for Blood Rush. Billy Zane's in it. And a couple other, recognizable faces. And he was like, just make sure you're super funny in your tape and this, that. But then he sent some of my footage to the director, who was like, oh, let me just talk to her on the phone. And so we spoke on the phone, and she goes, Gigi, I think that you're great for this. Like, Robert, he vouches for you. I just need to know if you can do a Southern accent. And so some of the dialogue is so crazy. So excuse my French. But so I said, listen, Danielle, I'm the best cocksucker that any soiled dove ever did see. I was like, listen, because cocksuck is said over and over and over in the script, because that's like of the times. It's just so funny, poor.
Yeah, let's bring that back.
Cocksucker, everybody.
Let's bring cocksucker back.
If you say it with an accent, you can say cocksuck and it's totally fine.
Hey, you can get away with a lot of things if you say it with an accent.
If you say it with an accent. And it's so funny. Poor Billy Zane was like, it's just so crass. I was like, Billy, I'm a whore. It's fine. He was so sweet.
Yeah, I was working with Billy.
Working with Billy was just the best. He's so talented, and he's a very giving actor. Like, even sometimes when you work with these established actors and you're a newer actor like myself, they do get their coverage. Then half the time there's a stand-in for my coverage. But he really gave it all for all of my takes, which is really amazing.
He does seem like a really nice guy.
Yeah.
That's not like the typical sort of Hollywood type, because I did meet him at a convention, one of those fan conventions.
Yeah.
I paid money to meet him, and I'm glad I did, because he's just so iconic, from Titanic to his most recent work where he was Marlon Brando. Which is he looks like he did such a great job. So I'm ready for a Billy Zane renaissance, a Zane-assance.
It's honestly, this movie is so fun. Billy is so talented. I haven't gotten to see the Brando movie yet, but I've heard that he's phenomenal in it and that he totally just transforms. I was so excited to work with him, and I was really excited that my accent and my cocksuck chatting was enough to land me on the screen with Billy Zane.
Hell yeah.
But he really was the greatest. And we spent actually a couple of lunches together just shooting the shit, and him giving me some advice, which was really cool. He had asked a lot about Stiletto and thought it was really cool how it was financed, and, because he's from a different generation.
Right.
So he's just, I would say just now kind of talking about how he's starting to get his own company and do his own films. And he was like, it's so cool at your age that you're already starting to do that. And I was like,
Right.
Billy, these are the times.
These are the times.
No actors are going in, or no actors, no agents are going and scouting plays and building talent from the ground up anymore.
Yeah.
We are all having to build ourselves.
Yep.
Like, and you can't just be an actor or a singer or in anything. You have to be
Yeah.
actor influencer, singer influencer. Like there's these we have to be multi hyphenates and forget
Yep.
like now that we're doing our self tapes, we have to do our own lighting, our own hair, our own
Yep.
makeup, our own
We
direction.
all have to be like little mini production houses.
Yeah, I'm like, Billy, this is how it is. Like, I appreciate the compliment, but this is how all of us are doing it now. So I give it up to anybody that's creating their own content, making their own films. It's hard,
taking
but
matters into their own hands.
you have to. We can't. If you wait for the elevator to come, it probably won't.
Yeah. It won't.
And I used to go, okay, well, I'll at least go in the back. That didn't work either. So I came back and I bought the building. No one's letting me in. This building
If
is
you
mine.
can't get in through the back.
Buy the building.
I love it. I love it.
And I got a plan. I got some stilettos you can all borrow.
Oh, well, speaking of stilettos, breaking news. You were just in a music video, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we saw that. We saw that.
Oh, shucks.
So that was with Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah.
And it was associated with Ready or Not 2,
Mhm.
right? So tell me a little bit about that. How'd you get involved? What is it?
Oh, so I'm friends with Spencer, who's the Ice Nine Kills frontman.
Mm.
He's fantastic. Our work actually goes back to Retaliators. I have a cameo in it, so does he. So that's when we first got acquainted, and I made friends with his girlfriend Nadia. And so she cast me a ton, but I actually saw Spencer at an event promoting Scream, and he was like, "You're gonna be in the video," and I was like, "What video?" And then like 5 minutes later, it was like, "Ding!" And Nadia had texted me like, "Hey, do you want to be in this video?" I was like, "I think I already committed."
It's crazy how the contracts work in Hollywood. sometimes,
Right? So funny. But we actually filmed at the same place. We filmed a music video at the same place that we filmed Stiletto. At the same club.
Nice.
So I walked back in, I was like, smells like PTSD and glitter.
And a good time, glitter and a good time.
And a good time. But hey,
Aw.
if making your first movie didn't cause you a little bit of PTSD,
I
did you
mean,
really make your
Did you
first
really
movie?
make exactly?
I don't
Blood,
think so.
sweat, and tears and stilettos
And blood, sweat, tears, and stilettos.
and stilettos. There you go. You should start making merch. Bumper
Honest-
stickers.
Yo, I'm already on it. I'm an entrepreneur. I mean, before I am like, let's see.
I'm an entrepreneur.
We be on our entrepreneur shit.
I love it. Well, I love that you had the opportunity to kind of come full circle with the stilettos.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
so I'm really excited to see Stiletto.
Thank
I'm like
you.
on the edge of my seat,
Mhm.
and the music video was great. You were really showing off your talents because wow, I can barely walk in a straight line without
Aw.
falling over sometimes, and you were like swinging and flipping and twirling, and
Ooh.
that was so cool.
So no stiletto spoilers, but what I
Okay,
will
okay.
say
Of course
is,
not.
you, wait till you see how good I can run in 8-inch heels.
Stop.
I'm probably the only actress that did not switch to sneakers for the running scenes.
Okay,
I
Gaga.
kept them the entire time.
Walk, fashion baby. I love it.
And my wardrobe stylist was like, Gigi, I'm picturing broken ankles. And I was like, it's fine. If what am I going to sue myself?
I'm picturing broken ankles.
Yeah. I was like, listen, girl, I got this. I'll sign whatever you want right now. Just let me go. I got it. If I fall, it'll make it authentic. And she was like, oh, okay.
That's actually so damn impressive that you were able to run. Is that part of the finale that Eli was talking about? You running? Or is it a different part?
I can't.
Okay,
can't
don't say,
even
don't say.
The finale, though, it's okay. The only thing I'll tease is, and this won't give anything away.
Okay.
I was 1,000% semi-inspired by Thanksgiving. You will find little elements throughout the movie, and I will leave it at that.
Thanksgiving was so clever.
I did even say to Eli that I was like, yo, I feel called out. I took a lot of shit from your film. Like
Another full circle moment, though.
And I was like, did you notice this? He's like, I did. I was like, did you notice this? He was like, I did. But I did it in a very sweet, respectful way that was my own.
course.
I tried to do it the Tarantino way, like where you kind of, if you flip it upside down and show it from this angle, it's yours, right?
Yeah.
And so, and of course there's like slasher tropes and like a lot of them follow a certain formula,
Mhm.
but there's definitely just a couple of things that Eli had done where I was like, oh, that gives me an idea. And
Mhm.
that's you'll see that I am a fan throughout the movie.
You know, that just goes to show that you are so in tune with the culture, with the history of horror. You know the tropes, you know the stereotypes, and you can simultaneously play with them, but also defy them, right? Those stereotypes and those
See?
rules.
Learn the rules like a pro so you can break them like an artist.
Boom. You know
Boom,
it.
baby.
So,
oh,
oh, I love it. But let's talk about those rules for a little bit. We touched briefly on final girls, and would you consider yourself a final girl?
Can't say.
I love it. No spoilers.
I
here.
mean, so far, I just keep dying. So we'll have to see what happens this time.
Pop quiz.
Uh-oh. Oh, I'm scared. I dropped out of college. I don't want to do any pop quizzes.
All right. So,
Why am I so scared?
which final girl, iconic, legendary final girl, isn't really a final girl? Which means she does die eventually. All right? So let's, there is no...
My brain is like plus minus divided by carry the 5.
Wait, put on. Maxine Minx from X,
Maxine.
Pearl, and Maxine.
Y'all better go home because I just fucking nailed that.
Wait, can you say real quick, I want to be a star? What did she say?
Wait, I think she's just like, I'm a star!
Yes!
No, I have a little, this really cute little like ornament thing that goes on top of your tree. Oh, it's a star that has Mia Goth on it, and it's her doing the mouth, and it says, I'm a star.
Stop!
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't that ridiculous?
That is ridiculous. And so on brand.
In the best
So on brand.
And on brand.
You, in a way, you are manifesting.
Is
That's the
that
vision board.
who? I'm like, who is a final girl but not a final girl?
Okay, well, I'm not done.
Okay,
So,
keep going.
Maxine, what I love about that final girl is that she's morally gray. She's a morally gray final girl. She's got a little ambition and a little edge, much like Gigi Gustin. Exactly. Danny Ardor from Midsummer. Wait, are you team Midsummer or Midsommar?
Midsummer.
Yeah, I'm Midsummer. Sorry.
I can't miss
if you're a
Samar.
purist. Yeah, Midsommar sounds a little too like I drink matcha.
No, it sounds like I'm trying to be like Saint Laurent. Like I just
Saint Laurent.
not doing that. It's a movie. It's not.
Or you're trying to like
It's
say,
not a designer bag.
yeah, right.
Oh,
So you've seen it though, right?
of course.
Florence Pugh.
Amazing.
She it's a final girl who joins the horror instead of escaping it, which I really love. And then we have our third final girl, Nancy Thompson. Of course, played by the legendary Heather Langenkamp
Oh my
from
god.
A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh my god.
Now, she's probably the most proactive final girl in the history of horror. So, which final girl is not final? Maxine, Danny, or Nancy?
Not final, meaning they did die.
Maxine from X, Pearl Maxine. Danny from Midsummer. And Nancy Thompson.
I think it's. I want to say Nancy Thompson.
Nancy Thompson? Your
Yeah.
final answer locked in?
Yeah, locked in.
Ding, 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 ding!
Okay, that's like.
You're right.
Thank God, I was gonna panic if I got it wrong.
I think you did panic just a little bit.
I
but
panicked for a second, only because not because I didn't know, but because you said pop quiz.
the pressure, I get it. The pressure, it's the pressure of
I'm
the
a creative.
pressure of pop culture. Next three. I've got Laurie Strode, Jamie Lee Curtis from Halloween,
Obsessed.
the archetype herself, the final girl. She evolves from babysitter to a hardened survivalist. Love that character arc in a franchise.
Me too.
Sydney Prescott, played by Neve Campbell from the Scream franchise. All right, they just released Scream 7.
It's my favorite.
You know,
franchise.
she outsmarts many different killers across many different movies. We've also got Ellen Ripley from Alien, played by, of course, the iconic Sigourney Weaver. Yes, so she is the sci-fi horror ultimate final girl.
Agreed.
Her evolution is that of a warrior. So tell us, Gigi Gustin, which final girl is not so final after all?
Hold on. I'm like Jamie Lee. I'm like,
That's true.
she's alive.
Is she? So who would you say? Final question. Final answer. Lock it in. Laurie, Sydney, or Ellen? Which one is not a final girl?
Ripley.
Ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
Yay!
I don't know why I doubt myself. I'm like, you know this, Gigi. You know this.
Let's have a little fun, shall we? Let's play a game.
Gigi likes fun way more than pop quizzes. Just kidding. That was fun.
Okay, low stakes. All right, this is not a horror film. But if you were
Mhm.
in a horror film, okay, would you rather get chased and killed in a classic slasher style like Halloween, or would you rather die in a dream sequence where nothing makes sense like in A Nightmare on Elm Street? So which one is it? Which one would you rather die in? Classic slasher style or dream sequence?
So this is a trick question
because
the cinematography in a dream sequence is always so gorgeous.
That is true. That is true.
I'm like, I would pick
It is enticing.
I would pick different ones for different reasons. But I'll go with option A.
Option A, classic?
Yeah.
Classic slasher? I mean, that's what ultimately inspired your projects. the
That's why I
classics.
had to go with.
Yeah.
One of my favorite final girls is Marilyn Burns from the original Texas Chainsaw.
I mean, there's many different avenues, different directions that different franchises have gone in. And if they were to ever make another Texas Chainsaw, I think you'd be a great Sally.
Oh my God, I can't even handle it. I just love her indie spirit and how intense she is the entire time. It's so incredible. And it's performances like that still inspire me, which is actually why I went with option A as opposed to the amazing dream sequence, although my brain immediately goes to Amanda Wisson, Nightmare on Elm Street. But I have to give it up to the OGs that inspired the type of movies that I'm making.
Right. Now, if it were up to me, I think I would want to die in a dream sequence, but I want it to be like a horny dream, like a wet dream. Anyway.
Wait, ask the question again, but add that. I might change my response.
If I'm gonna go out having some fun, all right? I want it to be an erotic dream sequence. Now we have a few more minutes. One more would you rather question, okay?
I'm ready.
Would you rather play the final girl who survives, but you feel everything your character goes through while filming? Or would you rather play the villain and slowly start enjoying it a little too much?
The villain.
Oh!
If I'm being honest.
Okay.
So one of my guilty pleasures is obsession thrillers. So I'm like dying to just be a psychotic villain.
Yes.
So like call me for like Evil Dead. I can do the Exorcist walk.
Hell yeah, you could be the next Glenn Close in like a Fatal Attraction sort of spinoff.
Oh my goodness.
I love that movie.
Like that, but like make it possessed.
Make it possessed. You've seen Possession, I'm sure.
Of course
the
I
classic.
have.
What a great one.
Of
So
course.
what are your favorites? Give me like 3 that really stick out to you, that rise to the top.
3 of my favorite possession films.
Or period, honestly. Period.
Period. Evil Dead Rise.
Ooh, that was so good. Another one where you would have crushed in.
Oh, stop! I love you. But
I mean, seriously though.
Oh, I would have died to be in that. And Lee, the director, he's so talented, and the performances were great. Everything to me in that movie was pretty much fucking perfect.
Yeah.
Like from my perspective, so I'd say Evil Dead Rise. I'm gonna say the name wrong. Is it The Exorcist of Emily Rose?
The Exorcism of Emily Rose.
Okay, I did say it right. And then The Original Exorcist.
Hell yeah.
Which I probably should have said first.
Hell yeah.
But
you give me, has anyone ever told you you kind of give them Lana Del Rey vibes?
No.
No? You kind of give me Lana Del Rey vibes, like a horror Lana Del Rey.
A horror Lana Del Rey?
You could play Lana's sister in like a
Yo,
video.
put that on a bumper sticker for when I get a new car.
You need Halloween costume this year, Lana Del Rey, but
make it
Carrie.
horror.
Yeah.
Lana Del Rey as Carrie.
As Carrie. That should be your Halloween costume. Okay. All right. So I've got one last question for you before we wrap up officially. Oh, I could talk to you all damn day.
I know, me too. I'm like, don't make me go home.
Oh, okay. Well, we do have a hard out.
Believe me, I get it. We don't want to pay for no OT.
Which reminds me, thank you to WTF Studios. Thank you to What the Fuck Studios for sponsoring this episode. We love this studio. It's beautiful.
We do.
Now, Gigi Gustin, you have gone through a lot over your career, over your young career. It's not. It is far from over, baby. But you have, you've scraped the bottom of the barrel. Close to, you've lived in your car. You come from humble beginnings. You come from New Jersey. That's pretty humble. I'm just kidding. Love New Jersey.
Thanks.
But I get you. I'm from Texas. I'm not from some fancy place either. But I'm curious. You do have a lot of grit, and you've proven that in season 2 of American Grit. You had $250,000 to prove.
You had
$250K.
She had
to really hammer that one home. But I'm curious, do you think going through that experience, competing on American Grit, really testing your limits, do you think that changed the way you approach intense roles at all? Did that feed into anything in your acting career? The challenges you went through on American Grit?
That's a really interesting question. I like it. I would say being on American Grit and going through. So here's how I'll phrase it. I feel like, especially in movies like Pearl Mia Goth, really acting is the study of human behavior. And something about going on a reality show, which is really cool, and much like being in LA even, but especially on a reality show, is you're forced to live in close corners with people from all over the country from different walks of life.
Right.
And it's really, but we're all doing the same challenges and even trying to work as a team, right? So you're really learning how other people operate, what makes people tick, and other ways of thinking. And when you're stepping into a role, it's really important to understand what the character is thinking. And on top of that, to never judge your characters. Like because the villain never thinks they're the villain.
Right.
In fact, I'll tell you one thing, Bill Moseley gave me the best advice ever. And he said, when playing a villain, just remember that you're the only sane person in the room. And I was like, it all makes sense. But that's deterring a little bit. But I will just say, from getting to be in close corners with so many people from different walks of life and going through challenges together, I do think that has helped me approach roles, because I very quickly had such interesting experiences, and at a young age was exposed to a lot, because being from a tiny town, you only really know how everyone in that town operates. And half of the people from my high school, if not 75% of them, all got married to people from our graduating class, and they're still in that town. But after kind of just graduating high school, after a year or two, I wound up on the show, and I met so many different people so quickly. And it introduces you to different ways of thinking, which is so important when exploring characters and acting. So that's how I would say it. And then in terms of grit in general, that definitely played into the funding of Stiletto. And the very first night, because it was a competition show, and I was the youngest, smallest competitor there, which is why it's just fucking hysterical I won. And John Cena looked around and he goes, I see all you guys sizing each other up right now. The biggest, strongest person, I'm telling you right now, is not going to be the one that wins. It's going to be the person that wants it the most.
Boom.
And before I knew it, it was the finale. And I mean, it's tough to explain, but basically, long story short, Google it, but you had to let go to lose. It wasn't supposed to be
give up.
You had to give up to lose. And I was just like, not me.
Not today, Satan.
So I definitely carried that into my tenacity in filmmaking also.
Boom. Mic freaking drop, Gigi Gustin.
Oh,
Thank you so much for coming on the show today. It was such an incredibly insightful episode and conversation with you. And, those lessons that you learn in this career, in this weird industry, in this strange times that we're living in, I love that you found a silver lining for it all. So you can feed it into your characters. You get to know the world and yourself a little bit more through the characters you portray, and you portray it very, very gruesomely good.
Gruesomely
good. Is that a phrase? Anyway. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers. Wait, hold on. Let's make it cute.
Cheers. Cheers. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Cult Following. I'm your host, Elias Alexandro. This has been a Night Frights LA podcast. Follow us online, and we'll see you next time.